I got handed this as a listing, and I want to take you on a journey to show you what I do with it. We're at 1320 Florida Ave, and we have an interesting situation on this house. I got the listing with the seller, and we signed the paperwork, and a week later, this happened right here. That mixed with other issues I found in the house, I put on my investor hat for the seller, and I said, if we make these changes, we could basically flip this house and make you much more money. So that's what we're gonna do. I felt if we sell it in this condition, this is not gonna net the seller, the right number. If we put $30,000 to $40,000 into it, he can double his money on that money, and that's gonna result in a very happy seller. And I've done a lot of fix and flips in the past, and I wanted to apply my skills for this seller to maximize his home value. So I'm gonna tell you a few things here we're gonna do. So we're gonna obviously address this with the roofer. We're gonna have the roofing fixed. They're gonna fix any boards that are, below that are below the roof, replace those. We're gonna have to deal with this structure right here. And then coming around the side here, this is an addition here in the home, starting right here. And they did a wood frame addition to a concrete block house. We have clear, stucco issues everywhere. These windows here, we have metal banding around the windows, which I'm not sure why they ever installed that. So basically what we're gonna do is cut the extra part of the window out that is causing this rust, and then stucco the window in and eliminate this board. So that's one of the projects here on the outside, mixed with the roof. And we are also gonna take care of the landscaping in the front, pretty that up, and do a little bit of work on the back. So I wanna put a wood mantle here. I wanna do a arched mirror above, probably in gold, and maybe tile the insert here on the fireplace, do the normal grate and the tools, and then we wanna stage this room. We wanna take out some of these fixtures in the living room, and we wanna put in LED lights. That's gonna modernize the place for really not that much. It's probably gonna cost a few $1,000s to take and put 6 to 8 LEDs there and 6 LEDs over here in the ceiling. And that would eliminate some of these fixtures. Although this one, I would want a fixture hanging here and a dining room table. As we have the kitchen here, one of the major changes we could do in here is paint these. It costs a few $1,000s to paint them, but it would make a big impact. And then we also have this fridge that's here, that's huge. I'm trying to convince the seller to take this down to a counter depth fridge and maybe redo the appliances. And then staging this. Staging is gonna make a big difference. We're also gonna paint all the walls. We're gonna paint all the trim. We're gonna take the satin paint off and make it flat. Now in the master, we have the master bathroom right here. We're gonna work on changing out this double vanity. It's kind of, doesn't really fit with the place very well. It's not very current. We also have a mirror in here that's rusted at the bottom. We've got some old fixtures, and we've got some fixtures on the sink that are not looking too good. Also in here, we have the master closet, pretty basic and no lights. Basically the guy that they bought it from flipped this house, and he did a lot of chintzy stuff, left a lot of odds and ends, and so we're gonna try to fix some of that. We've had some progress here on the roof. The owners decided to go ahead and do the whole roof, but right now they're here shoring up the roof. And then in the back, the windows have been done and the stucco work has been done. And I want to take you inside to show you some of the other updates that we're working on. One of the big updates we did this week was the lights. So we eliminated, there was a nasty fan there. There was a light above here, and we put in hi-hats. We did 4-inch rounds, and we did 8 of them in here and 1 there. And then we also did them in the kitchen, because the light was very poor, which is gonna make the kitchen feel dark and dingy. So we did the lights in here, we eliminated the light that was there. We're gonna be doing a chandelier here over a table. And right here, we are gonna be working to try to make this nicer, because right now you walk in and you walk right into a fridge. So we're gonna try to essentially bring the cabinets out to go over the fridge and panel down the side here. So in the master here, we also did some lighting in the closet, because this closet had 0 light. So boom, let there be light. Now we have a well-lit closet. Before we had to go in here and tap a button for a light, which is, not real great. Outside of that, we are evaluating this vanity right here. I think we were gonna paint it originally, but I think we're gonna actually just replace it with a kind of a really nice wood. We're looking at a walnut vanity with a white top, 2 mirrors, new fixture, new faucets, and then, you know, doing other decorating items here. There's been some big improvements outside. So we talked about on the first video, the windows needed to be done. There was molding around them, and the guys have already come and cut back the steel, cut the wood out, and framed this in, and then re-stuccoed this whole thing. And if you remember, there used to be a bulge at the bottom, and now it's perfectly flat, looks great, looks like it should. There was cracks over here, those are fixed. So we can see all the windows, got the guys working here. All the windows are done here, all the way around. We're gonna work on the back here, probably take out that shed, do some cosmetic things, but everything is looking good from the work that they have done. The one thing, if you come over here, they stuccoed and curved this and made the door stick. So they're gonna be coming back to fix that. So we'll get them back out here. We've already talked to the contractor. Other than that, work looks good. Right now we're in the process of painting. That's why the place looks like this. We've done the stucco work on the outside with the windows. We got a beam in on the last video and got the lights in. And now we're in the process of painting. We're gonna show this to you when it's done. Kevin's my guy here, you'll probably see him again. So he's gonna be taking care of a lot of the interior here. We've got a cabinet guy coming next, which is one of Kevin's vendors. So I'm excited to show you when it's done. We are midway through the project here. We have got the whole place painted. We have the hi-hats in, which happened last time. We did some work in the kitchen, the second bathroom, and the master, and I just kind of want to give you guys an update on what's going on. So in here, the only thing we've got to work on is the fireplace mantle. We're basically going to be bringing in a carpenter to do that. And as we go into the bathroom here, I want to show you guys, I want to talk to you about some challenges too that we've had. So we're kind of midway through this. We have a new vanity, as you can see, it's in. We have a new pivot mirror that's in from West Elm. So for instance, one of the issues, they sent me the vanity fixture with bulbs and no base. So we're waiting on the base, it's in transit. So that kind of stuff holds up a project. Some other things is as you come in here, there was a big, nasty, ugly, old school vent that we wanted to replace. So I had changed that out, but here are things that happen within this. When you do that kind of work, all of a sudden you go, oh, that's gonna be a $200 change. And then it ends up being a $600 change because the hole is too big. You got to drywall in, you've got to paint, you've got to get a new fixture. So those kind of changes take up more money than you expected. So we're a little over budget on the project for various things. Here we are in the kitchen. So the kitchen's gotten transformed from the last time. I think you guys have seen it. And basically we painted the cabinets a white dove. They were yellow, if you remember. This did not exist here. You walked into a fridge, we paneled this, we brought the cabinets out. Then we had a problem because I wasn't here when they did it, and the cabinet guy put a 24-inch in. This should have been 26 inches. So here's another problem. All of a sudden you're like, okay, so what do? The fridge was still sticking out to here. So we did the hard thing, and the wall behind it actually had some big boards that they were 6-inch. We were able to take it down to 3-inch. And that gave us 3 inches back there, but we had to replumb, redo the electric. It still has to be re-drywalled, all to gain 3 inches to make this look right. So like these are problems that come up when you're renovating an old home and you're working with contractors that if you're not there all the time and you're not specifically telling them exactly what to do, things happen, right? And then you have to fix it. Other than that, we have new appliances. Yeah, we have all the new appliances in. They're not all installed. We just got the stove, for instance. The dishwasher is not installed, but it's in place. Some of the handles, apparently I don't know how to count. I left 8 knobs off, so not all the knobs made it. So this is in process, but it looks 100% better. So we're here in the master bath right here. So we've had a few issues here too. One of the issues is the vanity that we ordered was like the vanity in the second bathroom. The problem with that is it folded out, and we don't have any space here. We have barely 60 inches, and then there's framing here, so I had to reorder a new vanity. That vanity's still gonna be an issue sliding in, but we're probably gonna have to notch this out And basically the vanity's on back order, so we're waiting for it now. We're gonna be getting that in shortly here, probably in the next week, but we've had to wait on that. We're replacing that fixture and the mirror. And then this used to be this wire rack, very ugly, and it didn't look like it had, like, it was a mistake. It didn't have a purpose. So what I did is I wanted to rethink about it and go, how do we make that look like it's supposed to be there? Because we had this thick wall and then we had this tiny closet and we couldn't put a door on it. It was too small. So I had this idea. I saw it from an image on the internet from, like, I was looking at vanities and I saw someone do this and I said, that's awesome. So we ended up bringing the drywall over and making these cubbies, and it gave it a finished look. Once this gets painted, it's gonna look like it was actually supposed to be done. The other thing we did in here is installed a new fan, and so we're just working on some of the finishing touches in here, and it's just gonna take about another week or so and this room should be done. When you were here last time, the stove was out because we got a new stove, we got new appliances, and the stove wouldn't fit. Why? Because there was a gas pipe behind it, sticking out like this. So had to bring in the plumber. That was one of the issues, but look, we have, ta-da, almost finished kitchen. We got the cabinets installed over the fridge. This actually is more complicated than it looks because, long story, but they didn't make this long enough, so we had to actually take from behind it to make this all fit, and now it looks awesome. We put a new board in here to kind of give it a finish. We've got all the handles installed, dishwashers in, all the knobs, the faucets in. Just got a little, we've got a little guy to fix here. Got to finish that up. So, but this kitchen's looking good. This thing's ripping and roaring. So now we're coming into here. The other thing that you guys haven't seen yet, ta-da, a fireplace, mantle. I have wanted this for so long. How I love you. I'm thinking about tiling the inside. We've got a mirror over it, but I brought in my friend Tyler. He's a carpenter, and he knocked this thing out of the park. This thing looks amazing. I think it looks great in here. Still debating whether to finish it there inside, but this is what I always wanted this room to have. So super excited about that. So coming in here, this was partially done last time on the video. We have the vanity in. I think that was in before, but now we have the faucets. We've got the vanity light and the mirror. It's on pivot. It's awesome. Looks beautiful. Towel racks in, toilet paper holder. The last thing to do is the faucet trim, and we're all done in here. This looks great. All right, so now we're in the master bath. Last time we were here, we're in the master bedroom, but the master bath's right here. Last time we were here, this did not have a vanity, and ta-da, it is here. It's beautiful. We are missing the mirror. We've got the light installed. We've got the towel holders. Love this thing. This thing's awesome looking. And we built this out. I'm not sure if this was in the last video or not, but it was a really ugly closet with just a wire rack. Now it actually looks functional. We could put towels in there, put plants, got the towel bars. And then in here, we have the faucet redone with gold. So this is looking really good. We're almost there. I'd say we're 90% complete. Right now, the outside is about to get painted tomorrow. Next is gonna be staging. We're gonna finish these little things and we're gonna stage and we're gonna get this thing on the market. It's finally done. I'm here at 1320 Florida Ave, and my name is Patrick Lafferty. I'm the owner of Modern Living Group at Compass here in West Palm Beach, and I've spent the last several months lovingly restoring this house for the owner. First time I've ever done something like this, and I'm excited to show you the inside. If you remember some of the things we did in here, we did the LED lights, which made a huge difference. There used to just be a fan here. We did the fireplace here, which my guy Tyler came in, he's a carpenter, knocked it out of the park, which this kind of put together what I had always envisioned for this room, which was that this would be the centerpiece, a nice mirror over it. And of course we painted the whole space. We painted the walls, we painted the ceiling. At the end, we did the floors, so the floors are freshly polished. As we come into the bathroom here, this is where we have a bedroom on each side, and we have the bathroom in the middle. We just did the fans and painted in the bedrooms. In the bathroom, we have an awesome vanity. I love this thing. It's cool as heck looking. We've got the gold faucet mirror and vanity light to match with the shower head, and it actually looks really good with the existing tile that was already there. So this room feels good, it shows well. I love the print that they put over the toilet there, it's awesome. As we come in here, we have the dining space. This will fit a 4 to 6 people in here, which it didn't look like it would at first. In here we did crown, of course we painted, and the biggest change of probably this whole house was the kitchen. The kitchen had those olive cabinets, and now look at it, it looks beautiful. It's got nice white dove color on the cabinetry. We've got new handles, we've got new appliances, we've got a gas stove. I had to have gas. Originally, you know, we had electric delivered and I was like, no, we gotta have gas. So we got the gas stove here ready to go, gold faucet, and this room just feels completely different. It's light, it's bright. The whole house feels light and bright now. And the travertine floors work really well with it. As we come back here, we've got the hall going out to the back door there. This is the master. It's nice because it's private. It's in the back here. Travertine floors run throughout. As you can see, we could fit a king bed in here, which is awesome. And yeah, the house just feels great now. It's got vaulted ceilings in here. We've got a new fan there, light in the closet. We have the master bath now. As you guys remember, we put double vanity in here, beautiful cabinetry. We've got a huge mirror. Did the same gold feel in here. Cleaned it up, made it light and bright. Put the shower, the faucet in the shower, and this thing is ready to go. This house shows so well. By the way, it is for sale, so if you're interested, give me a call. It's listed at $849, and once again, we're in Grandview Heights here in West Palm Beach. Walk to City Place, short bike ride or car ride to the beach, and just email us or call me, and we would love to give you a tour of this home privately.